Good morning. Happy Tuesday to everyone. We call it Taco Tuesday. So put plenty of meat, all the vegetables you can on your tacos and have a great lunch. Well, welcome to Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes only. Let's get to the news. China's imports contracted sharply in April, while exports rose at a slower pace. Inbound shipments fell 7.9% year over year in April, extending the 1.4% decline seen a month earlier, while exports grew 8.5%, easing from the 14.8% surge in March, data showed. U.S. Fed loan officer survey regarding loans to businesses. Survey respondents responded on balance tighter standards and weaker demand for commercial and industrial C&I loans to large and middle market firms as well as small firms over the first quarter. Meanwhile, banks reported tighter standards and weaker demand for all commercial real estate CRE loan categories. On to our sector news breakdown in consumer. Coty, C-O-T-Y, in the beauty area. Quarter one EPS 19 cents versus 3 cents. Sales rose 8.7%. International fragrances, IFF, first quarter EPS 87 cents versus 87 estimates. Lucid Group, LCID, shares slip as post quarter one EPS loss 43-cent loss versus estimated loss 41 cents. SeaWorld, Seas, S-E-A-S, quarter one EPS loss 26 cents versus estimate of 16 cents. Trex Company, T-R-E-X, quarter one EPS 38 cents versus estimate 34. Wayfair, W, announces proposed offering of 600 million convertible senior notes. Tempur Sealy, TPX, to acquire mattress firm for $4 billion in cash stock and significantly expands consumer touchpoints and accelerates U.S. omni-channel strategy. On to energy. Devon Energy, DVN, expands stock repurchase program by 50% to $3 billion. Quarter one EPS $1.46 versus $1.38 estimate. Shoals Technology, SHLS, in solar, first quarter EPS 14 cents versus estimate of 10 cents. Essential Utilities, WTRG, first quarter EPS 72 cents versus 71. Tidewater, TDW, first quarter EPS 21 versus 24. On to financials. PayPal, PYPL, quarter one EPS $1.17 versus $1.10 estimates. Premier, PINNC, announced that its board of directors evaluating potential strategic alternatives to enhance value for shareholders. Brookdale Senior Living, BKD, quarter one EPS lost 20 cents versus estimate of 29 cents. Cohen Steers Incorporated, CNS, preliminary assets under management 80.9 billion as of April 30, 2023, an increase of $1 billion from assets under management in March 31st of 2023. EverQuote, EVER, quarter one EPS loss 8 cents versus estimate 18 cents. WeWork, WE, files to sell 2.48 billion shares of Class A common stock for holders. On to healthcare. Acadia, ACAD, first quarter EPS 27-cent loss versus estimate 21-cent loss. AstraZeneca, AZN, said its Farxiga treatment has been approved in the U.S. for use on patients with heart failure. Said the drug was previously approved in the U.S. for adults with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. DaVita, DVA, quarter one EPS 1.58 versus $1.14. Fibrogen, FGEN, and Fortis Therapeutics announced that Fibrogen has entered an exclusive license with Fortis Therapeutics for FOR46, a potential first-in-class phase 1 antibody drug conjugate, targeting novel epitope on CD46. Him and Hers Health, HIMS, first quarter EPS 5 cents loss versus estimate 7-cent loss. ICU Medical, ICUI, first quarter EPS $1.74 versus estimate of $1.43. Maravai Life Science Holdings, MRVI, shares slip after it cuts its 2023 profit forecast to a range of 27 to 33 cents from 32 to 38 cents. McKesson, MCK, fourth quarter EPS, 7.19 versus estimate 7.17. Novavax and VAX to cut about 25% of its global workforce, announced global restructuring and cost reduction initiative with expected 2024 year R&D and SG&A reduction approximately 40% to 50% in 20 versus 2022. Progeny, PGNY, first quarter adjusted EBITDA, 46.36 million versus estimate of 42.51 million. Shockwave Medical, first quarter EPS $1.03 versus estimate of 81 cents of revenues of 161.1 million. Industrials and Materials, ACM, quarter two EPS 92 cents versus 89 cents. BWX Technologies, BWXT, first quarter EPS 67 cents versus 61 cents. Cabot, CBT, quarter two EPS $1.33 versus $1.31. Century Aluminum, CENX, quarter one EPS loss 11 cents versus estimate of 7 cents. Onto Technology, Media, and Telecom. Skyworks Solutions, SWKS, quarter two EPS $2.02 versus estimate of $2.03. Western Digital, WDC, quarter three EPS loss $1.37 versus estimate of $1.57 loss. Fabrinet, FN, third quarter EPS $1.94 versus $1.87. Nintendo, NTDOY, said it sees further slide in sales of its aging Switch console to 15 million units in the financial year end March 2024, a 17% annual drop. Palantir, PLTR, first quarter EPS 5 cents versus estimate 4 cents. Taskus, TASK, quarter one EPS 32 cents versus 27 cents. And VECO, VECO, quarter one EPS 30 cents, estimate 20 cents. And that's our news for today. Let's go on to our charts, see what's happening in the world. SKM, ADR. I'm not sure what's going on here, but we had some huge volume yesterday. It's selling off a little bit. Earnings in one day. Take a look at our dollar. Dollar is up 0.31%. Yields on our 10-year, they're backing off 0.11%. Need to watch and see if this is a bullish formation. And so our stocks are probably in trouble. So TBT is up slightly. Take a look at Bitcoin, up 0.44%. Ethereum, 0.90. Gold is up 0.38, 0.4%. And we got silver. Silver is up ever so slightly. It looks pretty flat for the day. And what one of our copper stocks is doing is pulling back to its 10 and 20-day moving average. So their earnings came in at 3%. The VIX holding steady. It's at about 1786. NASDAQ is off slightly. S&P 500 as well, right about the same. Not much movement the last week, it's holding steady, most of the indexes. Same with the Dow. Take a look at our small cap, where most of our banking issues are. So that's that. Let's take a look at energy. Energy is off slightly. Drillers and explorers, about the same. The oil is back off a little bit. Natural gas, haven't looked at this for a while. Hasn't really done anything for a long time. Utilities, pulling back. Building materials, is pulling back to the 200. Transports, pulling back slightly. Software is up this morning. Financials, pulling back. Consumer staples have been pretty strong, so doesn't bode too well for the market, but pulling back slightly. Technology hanging in there. Communications, Google, Meta, they're doing okay. And I'm looking for our home builders, and a loss right now, so we'll skip that. We'll take a lot, see what's moving on the market this morning. Good. Novavax is up 47%. That's a relatively big move. Must be something about some drug. Look at this volume. It's just massive. Voyager Therapeutics also up about 25%. Reminds me of our biotech index. One is up slightly, the other one's down, which is odd. Tactile Systems is up about 8%. I guess their earnings came in negative 3 cents. Big improvement from last year at a negative 42 cents. Kemper Sealy on the buying of number of stores. Earnings are down 23%. Transmedics Group up 2.25%. Pretty good volume considering they had a big sell-off yesterday, filling the gap here. 80% of stocks will fill the gap. DaVita up 13%, $12 on negative 4% earnings. That's a big gap up. See if it holds that gap. Azure Software, pretty volatile stock. Trying to recover here. Gapped up this morning, up 7.8%. Trex gapping up 8.7. And another one in the news is Shoals Technology gapping up as well, up a little over 18%. Let's take a look at what's down this morning. Skyworks Solutions in the semiconductor area gap down at the open, and it's trying to fight its way, see if it can get back to its 200-day. Let's look at SMH. It's pulling back slightly. The semiconductors are pulling back slightly today. Take a look at our leaders, NVIDIA, pulling back slightly. AMD, which had a big move yesterday. It's up again as it tries to get it back over the 100 mark. PayPal continues to sell off, gapping down about 11% this morning. Maravai was in the news today. They're on their earnings, negative 94% earnings. Came in at 7.3% sell-off. And Nata Pharmaceuticals off about 30%. Tescas also in the news this morning for earnings. Down about 6%, their earnings. They're down 3.5%. And we'll look at Global Foundries and the semiconductor manufacturing. They're gapping down about 5.6% that they're under their 200-day moving average. And as they say in the industry, nothing good happens under your 200-day. So that's our report for today. Go out there and have a great Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Mornings with Michael is brought to you for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. And boy, wasn't that Lakers Warriors game an entertaining affair last night. So we'll see if that one can continue tomorrow. But everybody go out and have a successful day. Keep up your activities and keep up your excitement for achieving your goals. This has been Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes. Thanks again.